Well, they're both old. Oh, I love them.
I mean, a lot of people in the industry have done a lot of stuff to their face, and they're in their 20s and 30s. It's like you're still young. Why are you doing all of this to your face? Why are you doing all of this to your body? Why are you getting breasts and butts and you haven't had any children? What was wrong with your body? What was wrong with your breasts? What was wrong with your face? You know, why don't you love yourself and how you look? You're in your 20s. Why would you go and get all this work done to your face and your chin and your nose? And just why would you do that? So it's like when I say, you know, like I'm the Dr. Phil, like I need to fix their faces and fix them. Why are y'all messed? I need to fix what they fucked up. So, you know, it was really just funny. And I don't know, when I say things, everybody's like, oh, she's such a hater. And it's like, don't y'all see these people's faces? Don't you see what they're doing? Don't you see them? Like, why do I have to be a hater? Because I'm saying it? Or am I not supposed to say it? Or what?
Somebody's got to say it. Somebody's got to say it.
I think so. And it's not hate. It's just like, I'm like, wow. Like, damn, what's wrong with her face? And then everybody's like, oh, no, why is Khia hating? Da, 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 da. And it's like, no, her face is fucked up.
All right, so let's go through this.
The way she was.
I got this A to Z that we can go through. It's not going to be in alphabetical order, but that's one of people's faces.
Right.
What do you have to say about V?
Oh, I think I said it all enough in the blog. I think I said enough.
You didn't do Vivica Fox.
You know what? I like Vivica because Vivica is, you know what? I like Vivica. I didn't like the work that Vivica done to her face. I can't say that I liked that. But Vivica is old, so maybe she needed to kind of nip and tuck a few things. But as far as being a go-getter and an entrepreneur and you know, handling her own, I love Vivica for that. So I didn't think that Vivica needed to be in the V. I think Vlad needed it worse than Vivica. And I like Vivica. She got her a young man, and he's working at back, and, you know, I couldn't hate on Vivica because Vivica is a black woman, and she's doing her own thing. She's producing things. She's directing things. You know, so I can't hate on Vivica. I can't even hate on Vivica.
All right. Do you think I'm getting the side of Khia that's sensitive right now? How would you describe?
No. You getting Khia Shimon. This is the same person that was on the blog. You gonna get Khia Shimon because this Mrs. is off the chain, but she works at night. You usually get Khia Shimon during the day. No, I'm not being sensitive. Just real. Vivica does. I think you can't really hate on Vivica.
Okay, I got you. All right. Do you think you ever think you might have burnt any bridges with any future collaborations that you could have worked with?
I don't do collaborations. I don't do them. I don't have to. I make music. That's the problem. All these people in the industry doing all these collabos because they don't have any talent. So, you know, I've turned down so many collaborations. I mean, Lil Kim, Rick Ross, all of them have called me for collaborations, and it was no. The only person I would want to do a collaboration with would be CeeLo Green, and you know CeeLo wasn't in the blog. You know Andre 3000 would not have been in the blog. I would love to work with Erykah Badu. Bless his hat off Erykah Badu. So anybody that was in the blog, I would never work with them anyway, and have turned them all down before. So everybody really knows that I don't do features because I don't have to. And I don't try to go and get a whole bunch of artists that's hot to get on my album and a whole bunch of producers that everybody's using, and everybody's album has the same features, the same producers. I'm so sick of it. I wouldn't want to work with nobody that I you know, anybody that I blog about, I would definitely not want to work with them.
Okay, that's harsh, but that's real. That's real. All right, with that said, so no collaboration, so just Motor Mouth is just going to be all Khia.
All Khia. All 6 of my albums has been all Khia. I've never done collaborations on any of my albums. I mean, I've done a collaboration with Gucci. I've worked with Janet Jackson. I worked with Kanye West. And all of those were on their albums. I've never done any collaborations on any of my albums because I have enough talent of my own, and I like to write and produce and just do me on my album. So, you know, it will never be any collaborations on my project.
Okay. So, like, what was the whole reason? How come you were so upset with the whole Janet thing with the promotion?
Oh, I love Janet. I do. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. But I think she was a little intimidated. She was a little intimidated with me and JD's relationship. And, you know, I don't know. She's in control. That's Miss Janet. And it's her video. So I think that she didn't want Kate Ashley looking all nice and perky and cute on her video. And I was just too cute. That's all I could say. She didn't like me and Jermaine's energy on the set. She didn't like our energy, period. It was like she was all in for the song. You know, when me and her went to the studio and we recorded the song, it was no problem. But when it came to that video set, it was a lot of undercover hating going on, and it was just like, okay, you know, that's fine. I'm still a fan. If I wouldn't have done it if I wasn't a fan of Janet. But just because she's Janet Jackson, that doesn't mean that she doesn't have insecurities or hate, because she hated and she changed the whole video at the end of the day. You know, I know some people got a chance to see the real video, like before they cut everything out and put me on the TV. So, but those that didn't, you know, they weren't able to see the great work. It was because it was really hot. You know, I'm just glad that it was people from my team and her team that was there at the video shoot and got to see the real video, and then they'll be able to say, oh, well, you know, Janet just decided to cut and change it. You know, that's her choice. It's her video. I got paid, so it didn't matter.
I hear you at the end of the day.
But when I said Janet was hating this, she cut me out the video. Everybody was like, oh, how you gonna hate on Janet Jackson? I'm like, what the hell? She did. I'm still a fan. I'm still a fan. I love her music.
I hear you. I forgot what I was gonna do. I just did I just stopped Huh? What do you think about Waka Flocka retiring? Could you hold down the regular yourself?
You know, I think, again, like, everybody's not strong enough for this industry. We've seen the best of them go up in flames. I mean, when I say the best of them, I'm talking about Michael Jackson. I'm talking about Prince. I'm talking about, you know, a lot of stars that has either OD'd or died or went crazy or lost their minds or changed their face. You know, to be in the industry, you definitely have to be strong. It's not for the weak-hearted. And some people, you know, it's a lot of talented people that decided not to even get in or backed out early on because of they seen all of the BS that was going on. And it's a shame because it's so much talent that's going to waste that don't want to deal with just the behind-the-scenes BS, the backdoor meetings, the backdoor degrading. You know, everybody's not strong enough. So when I heard that Waka was retiring, I was like, oh, good for him. Like, oh, my goodness, because, you know, I was just like, oh, good for him, even though I didn't think that he was really a star or, I mean, I'm not going to say a star like that because I like Waka, but I think he just got in it because it was easy and he was able to, and somebody passed the baton to him, and we're in the age of followers, and you can sell this generation anything and they'll buy it. So it was just easy for him to get in. He didn't really have to work hard to get in, and then when he got in, it was like, oh, I can't deal with this. You know, I think that it's some things that your eyes shouldn't see and your ears shouldn't hear, and he was seeing and hearing things, and I don't think he was just saying, I'd rather not even deal with this because it's just too much. So I'm just glad when he saw it, he didn't sell his soul, or he didn't bite his tongue when saying, okay, it's a lot of BS going on, and I'm out. You know, I can retire. I'm straight. I don't got to deal with it. Because that's how I felt when I came out with my back and with my first album. And then when I spoke on it, it seemed like it was a lot of, you know, blacklisting and blackballing. And then it was like, cut her video, don't play her video, don't put her on the radio, don't put her here, don't do her. Oh, Khia, we're not going to deal with her. And it's like when you speak out on things, they try to make you look like you're something that you're not. But when you're down with the BS, it's like, oh, we love you, invite her to our orgy. So I'm glad that Waka decided that he didn't want to go to their orgies and that he didn't want to be with the bullshit. And I just respect him a whole 100% more. And I feel like now you don't really need the industry. You can distribute your own music. He has enough money where he can market and promote himself independently and still do him and make money. And he doesn't have to be fucked up with the industry. So just good for him.
All right, I'm sure Waka would like to hear that. Yeah, so...
Yes, I love him for that.
Okay. What do you think about Nicki Minaj getting hit in the face allegedly with a suitcase?
You know what? I just don't know what's up with these niggas, and they don't know how to keep their hands to themselves. But But, you know, that's so that there's not too many more walking around. And if I would have been there, we would have jumped on his ass together and we would have whooped his ass. And that's what I think about that, because it's like these men gotta learn how to keep their hands. Oh.
Are guys intimidated by you?
Yes, they are, but it's because they're not real men. That's the problem. If you're a real man, you would never be intimidated by a beautiful, strong woman.
You call yourself a queen. Do your people acknowledge you as the Queen Khia?
Yes. I'm a queen.
I feel you.
Yes.
All right, so I want to thank you for the interview. I want to give you a big up. From now on, what you plan to do from now on, you made it onto World Star, TMZ, and now you're on the Real Hypnotic. It's been real.
The Real Hypnotic. That's what's up. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no doubt. Keep it real. And where are you performing at tonight?
All you ladies
I'm in Birmingham, Alabama tonight.
Shake your body, don't stop.
All right, so shout out to Birmingham. Do your thing.
Shout out to Birmingham. Much love to the Maryland.
All
right, everybody go follow the Queen at Queen Khia, at Queen Khia on Twitter.
At Queen Khia on Twitter, and you can hit me up on motormouth.com or KhiaSensitive.com.
All right, you're gonna keep us updated when the album is gonna be released.
Yes, I will. All of it will be posted on the site.
All right, for sure. All right, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Your neck into it. Don't stop, just do it, do it. Then you roll your tongue from the crack back to the front. Then you suck it all till I shake and come, nigga. Make sure I keep bustin' nuts, nigga, all over your face and stuff. Slow head, show me so much love. The best head comes from a thug. The dick good, fit big and long. Slow fucking to the crack of dawn. On the edge, making faces and stuff. Through the night, making so much love. Dead sleep when the sun comes up. So lick it now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. Come on. Right now, lick it good. Lick this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack. You might roll dubs, you might have G, but fuck that nigga, get on your knees. A bitch like me moans and screams. The bitches know what I mean. At the club, fresh so clean. A whole hate of niggas watching me. So high in the line on green.